Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Asmogan and today is going to be a quick video. It's a quick follow-up to the news about Blizzard Entertainment, or Activision Blizzard more aptly, is being sued by the state of California due to numerous reports and results of the investigation indicating large amounts of abuse. I wanted to get into an in-depth discussion about that when the news broke, but unfortunately I found myself too emotionally upheaved and vitriolic to properly cover the court documents as well as the full-blown report on the news articles discussing the initial lawsuit. I apologize for that, and I'm not going to attempt to do so here because unfortunately I still find myself unable to talk about it without going off the handle a little too much, a little too unnecessarily. So instead I'm going to cover in this particular follow-up to that, talking about, as the title suggests, WoW Dev says no work being done amid Activision Blizzard lawsuit. Now if we scroll down the article, WoW Dev says no work being done. With the aftermath of the lawsuit still up in the air, one of the developers behind WoW, arguably Blizzard's leading title, has noted they're not going to be updating the game any further for the time being. This is, as it says here, in the result of the legal actions against the company, and I'm sure a good chunk of it is about the employees themselves being unwilling to work as a form of strike against the company's pathetic and pitiful response to the situation, which I have indeed read, and I must say, I found it wanting to such a degree. I found myself in disbelief that it was an actual public announcement and an actual message to people to what? Reassure them of what? It was such a fucking joke. It was insulting at the most generous and kind degree. And I will leave it at that. What I will say is, to those employees out there who are choosing not to work over amidst these issues and wanting real change at the company, I respect you guys immensely, and I wish you guys luck. And to those leaving the company amidst these issues, not just protesting, not just going on strike, refusing to do work, but also those who are leaving, I also wish you guys luck, and I hope that you guys find some awesome work in any company other than this shithole that calls itself one, and the lack of professionalism that I read in the original court. I'm still aghast. I'm still agap. I have no idea how such levels of unprofessionalism, and not just unprofessionalism, but just downright horrendous acts can be condoned and allowed for so long. And I've worked in environments where you get fired for a fraction of such behavior, and I'm talking about just the drinking. Again, I'm sorry, I'm about to go off the handle, so let me stay on topic. Senior system designer at WoW, Jeff Hamilton, posted a thread of tweets on his stance in regards to the recent lawsuit filed against Activision Blizzard. And within one of these tweets, he noted that almost no work is being done on World of Warcraft right now while this obscenity plays out. Now, I will say this article doesn't specify if no work is being played out, and Jeff Hamilton himself, I'm assuming, has not specified if it is solely because employees are striking, which I'm willing to bet money that is a good portion of it, but also because the company itself is in a bit of an upheaval in terms of its upper management. I'm sure there's a bit of chaos going on with that, so proper mitigation of work and the such is also not happening on that baser level. Hey guys, Asmogan from the future here. I didn't read into Jeff Hamilton's tweet closely enough, and the more closely I read into it, he seems to be more indicating that it's the company that chose to halt production. It doesn't appear to be even majorly on the side of just employees refusing to work. I'm sure that is a degree of it, but clearly from this tweet, having not initially reading into it enough, which is usually I have the opposite problem, I read into things too much, but it's pretty clear by the end of this second half of this tweet that it's the company that has halted production and that the employees did not have a say or a decision in that to halt production on World of Warcraft. So apologize for that, and not disregard, but disregard the full sentiment of me talking later as if it's majorly employees refusing to work in form of a strike is why production has halted, because it's clear from his tweet that it's actually the company that chose to do that. Whatever the case may be, which is more the case, I'm willing to bet it's more of the employees just simply not accepting the horrendous promise of nothing, really, from the company. I'm sure that's more it than anything else. But as it says here, Jeff Hamilton said, and to quote, I find Activision's corporate response wholly unacceptable, as you should, in my opinion. I don't stand by it, any of it. It is evil to usurp a victim's story into a rhetorical bludgeon, and it is abhorrent to reply to these accusations with anything other than a well-thought-out plan to correct these abuses. Wholeheartedly agree. I absolutely do. Pretty solid there. And yeah, to be honest, I'm not at all surprised that Blizzard came out with their half-hearted response. I guess would be a kind of way, whatever that was, that tripe that they call a response to the situation. I wasn't surprised to read it. I was still disappointed, still disgusted, but that's been pretty par for the course with everything coming out about this situation, to be honest. So at this point, I'm not surprised that the company just stops altogether and just crashes and burns, because it's about that well managed by the sounds of it. I don't know what to do. I don't have all the answers. I can tell you almost no work is being done on World of Warcraft right now while this obscenity plays out. And that benefits nobody. Not the players, not the developers, not the shareholders. And it's true. Nobody is benefiting from production halting. The employees aren't getting paid because they're not doing their work. The players are not happy because they're now going to have to wait for another long lull of content. And the shareholders aren't happy because the company looks extremely bad right now. Like, if you're a shareholder of the company and you're not selling your shares, good luck with that. And it just, all around, this is just, he's right. This is bad for everybody. Absolutely everybody in this situation loses, and it's shit. But while we don't know how long this stoppage is going to last, we'll have to wait and see if other Activision Blizzard developers follow suit after their colleagues decided to halt work. This ultimately means that WoW isn't going to receive any updates for the time being, so players will not have any content to look forward to. Now, I'm sure this is unfortunate news for those who are currently actively playing WoW right now and are eager for more content, and I am sorry. I know it might not. People might not believe it, but I do feel for the player base right now who are dedicated to the game and just want to continue with their escapism into the world of Azeroth, and don't want to acknowledge this stuff, and just want to find some semblance of joy in the really shitty circumstances of the world right now. And I really don't look down on any person who continues to play World of Warcraft amidst this stuff. I quit before this stuff came out, and I guarantee you, if I hadn't, this definitely would have been the final straw. I've uninstalled everything Blizzard related, and I just don't. I can't look at any of their games the same way. But I'm not going to look down and shit on anybody who continues to play the game, because honestly, we all have our individual. We all have our individual escapisms right now, and we really need them, no matter how horrible of people offer them to us. At the end of the day, all that matters is that we find something in this world that gives us some kind of escapism and feeling of joy. And again, I will not fault anyone for continuing to play the game. I'm not going to fault anyone for continuing to stream it, like videos on it. I just can't. Like if I were in a similar situation with the Square Enix devs, which wouldn't happen, I don't think, because the more I learn about the Square Enix devs, the greater of human beings they seem to become in my eyes. Yeah, at the end of the day, I feel for you guys, and what I will recommend is for those folks out there, however, who are able and are absolutely dropping WoW and dropping Blizzard games and want to find a new regular game, I will again recommend Final Fantasy XIV Online. I mean, as a WoW refugee myself, I'm enjoying it immensely. I'm having an absolute blast. I don't want to play any other game right now. I haven't felt this way about an MMORPG since WoW was in its heyday, like back when I played in Vanilla and TBC and Wrath of the Lich King. I haven't felt this way since those days. So I understand that this is a very strong compliment coming from me, and I'm not gonna pretend that Final Fantasy is a game for everybody. Some people will not be able to get over the aesthetic, and I understand that. Some people won't be able to get over the style of the game, or some people might not even just figure out how to buy the game, because that alone is actually kind of a complicated thing to figure out. So I understand that completely, but again, to those who really want to give something else a shot and really want to find a new world to delve into and get lost in, Eorzea is waiting. I highly recommend it. I will leave the video at that. However, I don't have much more to say. Yeah, I mean, that's it for me, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. I don't know. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe for more content like this. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Remember to leave a like and subscribe.